My beloved child, the time has come, and this March will mark a significant change in your life. A person, a relationship, a connection will depart from you. Yes, you heard correctly. You do not need to guess or doubt, for I myself will reveal to you who that person is. But these words are not for those who waver, not for those who still hesitate before my guidance. Yet if you truly believe in me, believe in the supreme power of the one who created the heavens and the earth, believe in the divine will that I am unfolding in your life, then continue to listen. You may be asking, who are they? Why must they leave? What have I done wrong? My beloved, remember that their departure is not because you have done anything wrong. I have seen all things, have witnessed the crossroads and the places where they can no longer walk with you. Some people are only sent into your life for a set season, and then the time comes for them to leave, to make way for the new things I am preparing. Have you ever felt that something was not quite right, but could not name it? Have you ever sensed that certain relationships in your life were gradually losing their connection? Have you noticed conversations growing distant, glances no longer holding the same sincerity as before? My beloved, this is not your imagination. It is the sign I placed in your heart long ago, but you were not yet ready to accept it. And now, the time has come for me to prune. The one who is about to leave your life is not a stranger. They have been a part of your past days, a name you once spoke, a face once familiar. Perhaps they were someone you trusted, someone you were deeply connected to, someone you loved, or someone who held a special place in your heart. But now, I tell you that their presence will no longer be as it once was. The door through which they exit will not open again, and the relationship you once thought would last forever will come to an end. Their departure will leave an emptiness in your soul, a loss that you will feel deeply. It may come like an unexpected wind, sweeping away what you once believed to be unshakable, or like a powerful wave, overturning what you carefully built. No matter how much you prepare yourself, when that moment arrives, it may still shake you. But remember, even as they leave, I remain. You may feel empty, feel a void, as if a part of your life has been cut away without warning. You may ask, why? Why is this happening? Why would I allow this to happen to you? But trust me, my beloved, nothing happens outside of my providence. No loss is ever without a greater purpose. I understand you more than you understand yourself. I know that your heart may brace itself against this change, that your soul may resist this loss. I know the memories you shared with that person, the moments you once held dear. But because I love you, I cannot allow you to cling to something that no longer belongs to you. You may want to hold on. You may wonder if there is something you can do to make them stay, but I want you to understand that when I remove someone from your life, it is not because you did something wrong, nor because you are not good enough, but because I have a greater plan that you have yet to see. I see what you cannot yet perceive. I know what you do not yet understand. Do not try to hold on to someone when I have already ordained the time for them to leave. Do not cling to something merely because you fear change. You do not need to be afraid, for I am already in your future, preparing a safe path for you, even before you can see it. Some relationships are like leaves on a tree. They flourish for a season, but when the time comes, they must fall. Some relationships are like branches. They last longer, but one day they too may be cut, so that the tree can grow stronger. And then there are those who are like roots, those who will remain with you always, nourishing you and keeping you steady in life. Do not grieve when a leaf falls, for it must go to make room for new things. Do not worry when a branch is pruned, for it must be removed so that the tree can grow in the right direction. I am clearing your path, leading you into a new season. Remember, change is not always easy, but it is always necessary. If you remain in what is familiar, you will never see the greater things I have prepared for you. If you are not willing to let go, you will never be able to receive what I am placing into your hands. My beloved child, let your heart be at peace. Let me be your comfort. When pain fills your heart, remember that my love for you is unchanging. When you feel loss, remember that I have never lost you. When you feel unsteady, remember that I am the solid foundation on which you can stand. You do not need to worry about the future. Do not fear that someone's departure means you will be left alone. When one person steps out of your life, I will place new people in it, people who align with the path I have set for you, people who will not hold you back, but will propel you forward, people who will not lead you astray, but will help you find yourself. Trust in my plan. Allow me to do my work in your life. Believe that everything I am doing is for your ultimate good. And when March comes, when you witness the departure I have already spoken to you about, remember these words. This is not the end, but a new beginning. They were someone who once held a significant place in your journey, someone whose presence was not fleeting but left a deep imprint on your soul. They came as a chapter I had written in your story, bringing experiences, challenges, and lessons you needed in order to grow. Their presence in your life was not by chance, but a part of the grand design I have laid out for you. Their very presence has urged you to reflect on yourself, compelling you to confront fears you once avoided. They have stirred the hidden corners of your soul, helping you recognize things you might never have considered before. They are like a mirror, allowing you to see yourself more clearly, both the things you should cherish and the things you need to change. Through them you have learned the power of forgiveness, not only the ability to forgive others, but also to forgive yourself. Through them you have come to understand love on a deeper level. Love that is not just a fleeting emotion, but a commitment, a sacrifice, and an acceptance. But, my beloved, nothing in this world is eternal except me. Every person has a destined time to step into your life and a destined time to leave. Their role in your journey is coming to an end, not because they are no longer important, but because their purpose has been fulfilled. They have given you what you needed for this season, and now a new chapter is unfolding before you. I know their departure may leave you feeling empty. There will be moments when you long to return to the past, to the days when they were still by your side. There will be times when you wonder if you can go on without them. But I want you to know that their absence does not mean that everything they brought into your life will vanish. On the contrary, what they have left within you will remain alive, becoming an inseparable part of who you are. The lessons you have learned from them will not be forgotten. The moments you shared with them will not be in vain. Instead, they will become the foundation that strengthens you, making you more steadfast and resilient on the road ahead. See their departure not as an ending, but as a transformation, an affirmation that you have grown, that you are ready for the next thing I am about to do in you. Look back and see how much you have changed since meeting them, how much you have matured, how much stronger you have become. The fears that once held you back, do they still paralyze you now? The wounds you once carried, Have they not begun to heal? Let their absence serve as a reminder of the strength you have forged through the years, of the growth you have attained through trials, of the transformation you never thought you were capable of. Have you ever thought part of you was capable of? Treasure what they have brought into your life, but do not let your heart be bound by the past. Do not cling to what I am calling you to release. You are not losing them. You are simply stepping into a new season where they are no longer the central figures in your story. And that does not mean they are not important. It only means that you are ready to move forward, ready for me to lead you into something greater. I know their departure will leave an emptiness, a void that you will feel in the quiet moments of your day. There will be mornings when you wake up and forget that they are no longer there. There will be moments when you unconsciously search for them among the familiar, only to realize that reality has changed. There will be nights when you feel lost, wondering if you can continue without them. But my beloved, listen to me. Their departure is not a loss, but a divine arrangement. I do not take anything away without a reason. When I make space in your life, it is not to leave you empty, but to fill it in a better way. Do not think that you will be alone, for I have already prepared new people to enter your life, people you have not even imagined. But they will come at the appointed time. They will be new companions, bringing encouragement, hope, and support in ways you never expected. But more importantly, I want to teach you something you have never truly understood: that I am your most steadfast refuge. You once found peace in them, but now I want you to find peace in me. You once relied on them to feel safe, but now I want you to learn to place your complete trust in me. I am the one who never changes, never leaves you, and never allows you to walk alone. Do you know this? The greatest storms in your life are not meant to drown you, but to teach you to cling tightly to me. When the things you once thought were unshakable begin to slip away, you will understand that everything in this world can waver, except me. When every other support is taken away, you will realize that I alone am the one foundation that never moves. I am not saying that this journey will be easy. I know you will cry. I know there will be days of longing, nights spent wondering why this is happening. I know there will be moments when you desperately wish to turn back time and hold on to what was familiar. But I want you to believe that what I am doing is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to make you stronger. I am teaching you a profound lesson. A lesson in trust, in growth, in learning to place your entire hope in the one who never changes. As you walk through these days, you will begin to see that I have never left you, that I am still working, still protecting you, still orchestrating everything perfectly. And one day, when you look back, you will realize that their departure was necessary to open a new chapter. A chapter in which you will be stronger, wiser, and closer to me than ever before. Let me teach you how to walk without fear. Let me lead you through the days you thought you could never endure. Let me show you that even when certain doors close, even when certain people leave, I remain. And when you take my hand, you will never be lost. You may not believe it right now, but I am arranging everything. Every encounter, every open door, every seemingly random event, they are all part of my plan. The people I am about to bring into your life will not be replacements, but additions. They will bring new things that you need in order to move forward. They will help you see from different perspectives, support you in ways you never imagined. The days and months leading up to this march have been a significant time that I want you to embrace fully. Do not let your mind be distracted by worries about the future. Do not let the fear of the unknown dim the light of the present. Live in this moment, for every second you have is a gift I have given you. I know your mind may be consumed with thoughts of what is coming, who will leave, what will change, whether you are ready to face it. But my beloved, worrying does not make the future any better. It only robs you of today's peace. If you live in fear of tomorrow, you will miss the beauty of today. If you are too preoccupied with what has not yet come, you will fail to see the blessings that are already in your life right now. Take a deep breath and pause for a moment. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeat, the warmth of the sunlight on your skin, the sounds of life unfolding around you. All of these are reminders that you are still alive, that each day has meaning. Take time to cherish the small yet significant moments. Let smiles, hugs, and words of love not be delayed. There are things that if you do not say them now, you may never have the chance to say them again. There are people whom, if you do not cherish in the present, one day you may regret not having shown them enough love. Do not wait until someone has left to realize that you never expressed your gratitude to them. Do not let words of love remain buried in your heart. Speak them, express them, let them know how much you appreciate them. Take time for the ones you love. Put down your phone and engage with them wholeheartedly. Listen not only with your ears, but also with your heart. Treasure every moment, because what you have today may not be there tomorrow. Do not take relationships for granted, and do not let the busyness of life make you forget that love must be nurtured every day. I want you to love without hesitation, without holding back. Do not let fear or the possibility of being hurt make you reluctant to show your feelings. Love with all your heart, forgive completely, and open yourself to those around you. No one knows what tomorrow holds. But there is one thing you can be certain of. The love you give will never be wasted. Time is a gift I have given you, and I want you to use it meaningfully. Do not let it slip away in vain, and do not let opportunities to show love be lost. Cherish each day as if it were your last. Live with gratitude, with appreciation, and with an open heart. When you truly connect with those around you, you will realize that joy does not come from grand things, but from small, sincere moments. It is in family meals, in conversations over a cup of tea, in the bursts of laughter as you recall an old memory. It is in the gentle gaze of someone you love, in the warmth of a hand holding yours. These things may seem ordinary, but when they are gone, you will understand how precious they truly are. Let each of your days be filled with gratitude. Be thankful for what you have instead of focusing only on what you might lose. When you wake up each morning, take a moment to be grateful that you still have the chance to love, to live, and to create new memories. My beloved child, I want you to understand that everything happening is within my control. You do not need to worry about what is to come, because I have gone before you and prepared the way. You only need to focus on the present, live each moment fully, and trust that I will guide you through every change. As you walk through these days, remember, this is not a time for fear, but a time for love. This is not a time for worry, but a time for joy. This is not a time for regret, but a time to live with all that you have. Let each day pass not in vague anticipation of the future, but in the full presence of your heart in the present. Love completely, Speak the words you long to say. Do the things you need to do. For when you live with a heart overflowing with love and gratitude, you will never have regrets. My beloved, prepare your heart for the changes to come, but not with fear or anxiety, rather with steadfastness and an open heart to receive the new things I am preparing. Change is not to be feared when you know that I am the one who holds all things. You do not need to live in uncertainty, nor do you need to worry about what has not yet happened. Keep your heart at peace, for I am walking with you through every step. What is ahead may look different from what you expected. You may feel familiar things slipping away, the foundations you once stood on shifting. But I want you to remember that what I am doing in you is to bring about something greater. Nothing happens outside of my will, and no transition takes place without carrying a divine purpose. But for you to step into this new season without being shaken, you must allow me to fill your heart. Do not seek security from the world, and do not try to hold on to the things I am gently releasing. Instead, seek me with all your heart. Let me be your refuge, your unshakable foundation, the rock on which you stand even as everything around you changes. Let me fill you with a peace that the world cannot give, a peace that does not depend on circumstances, that is not swayed by what is happening around you. When your soul is anchored in me, you will not be tossed by the waves of change. You will not be unsettled by the unexpected, for you know that I am always here, holding you with my strong hands. Take time to draw closer to me. Do not let the busyness of life pull you away from my presence. Seek moments of stillness where you can hear my voice most clearly. When you pray, do not only speak, listen. When you read my word, do not merely read, meditate on it. When you seek me, I will reveal myself to you in ways you have never experienced before. Strengthen your faith by stepping deeper into my presence. As you spend time in prayer, you will find your anxieties fading, your fears about the future dissolving. As you immerse yourself in my word, you will discover my unshakable promises, reminders that I will never leave you. You will come to see that even when you do not understand everything, you can trust that I am working all things together for good in your life. Meditate on my word, not just to read it, but to live by it. For my word is life itself, the light that illuminates your path, the solid ground that will keep you from being shaken by whatever comes. Do not let my words remain mere letters on a page. Let them be engraved upon your heart, becoming a part of you, so that when trials arise, you may stand firm without wavering. Connect with those who share your faith, those who can uplift you when you feel weak, those who will encourage you when you need support. Do not walk alone in this season, for I have placed special people in your life to journey with you. When you are among those who share your faith, you will realize that you are not alone, that you are not the only one going through this change. I want you to remember that when you allow me to lead you, you will never be lost. When you let me reign in your heart, you will not be shaken by what surrounds you. And when you place your full trust in me, you will see that every change is not a loss but an opportunity to step into something greater, deeper, and more complete. So, prepare your heart, not with fear, but with trust. Prepare not by worrying about what lies ahead, but by spending time in my presence. Let me strengthen you, guide you, and lead you into a deeper understanding of my love for you. I am the one who saw you from the very beginning, the one who understands every unspoken thought within you, the one who holds every detail of your life even when you cannot comprehend it all. I have watched you grow. I have seen your silent tears fall. I have heard your sighs when you felt lost. I am not a distant God, nor an abstract concept that you can only seek in moments of despair. I am the one who is ever present, ever caring, ever watching over your every step. There are things you cannot see right now, but trust that I am working on your behalf. I am never idle, never turning away from what belongs to you. When you think everything is in chaos, when you feel like there is no way out, remember that I am working behind the scenes, aligning everything according to my perfect plan. I am neither in a hurry nor delayed. Everything happens at the right time, in the right way, according to my will. And when the moment comes, when that person steps out of your life, do not let pain make you forget this eternal truth. I am still here. You may lose someone important. You may feel emptiness when they are no longer beside you, but you will never lose me. You are never left alone in the storm. You never have to bear this pain in isolation. You may feel sorrow. You may ask why I allowed this to happen. You may have questions that no one but I can answer. But remember this, even in your weakest moments, I am holding you up. Even when you do not understand, I am working. Even when you cannot see the way forward, I am making a way. My beloved, I do not promise that your life will be free from loss. I do not say that you will never experience separation. But I make you this promise. You will never have to go through it alone. I will never abandon you in the barren wilderness of sorrow. I will never leave you to fight your battles without me by your side. Let me be your stronghold. When your heart trembles, run to me. When you feel like you are sinking into despair, reach for my hand. When you feel like you have lost everything, remember that you have never lost me, for I am the one who never changes, never departs, never forsakes you, not even for a single moment. I want you to understand that even when certain things in your life change, I remain the one unchanging. People may come and go, relationships may fade with time, but my love for you is eternal. It is not affected by circumstances, not shaken by time, and not altered by anything you do or do not do. Let your heart rest in this certainty. I am your protector. When you are weak, I am your strength. When you feel alone, I am your most faithful companion. When you do not know where to go, I am the light guiding your path. When it feels like everything is falling apart, remember that I am the unshakable foundation beneath you. You do not need to fear the future, for I am already there. You do not need to worry about loss, for I have already made provision for you. You do not need to wonder how you will manage when that person leaves, for I will provide everything you need. I will compensate you with a peace that the world cannot give. I will fill the empty places in your heart with my love, a love that will never leave you. I do not only take away, but I also give. I do not only close doors, but I am preparing to open new ones, paths you never even imagined. When something leaves your life, it is not the end. It is a transition, a shift that will lead you into the greater things I have prepared for you. Hold fast to your faith, for I will not let you go through loss without bringing restoration. I will not let you experience change without equipping you for it. I have already set new things in motion for you, opportunities you have never considered, doors you never envisioned opening, and people I have placed in your path to walk with you in the next season. You may feel that this season is long and heavy, but remember that seasons of loss do not last forever. Just as the sky cannot remain overcast forever, just as winter must eventually give way to spring, you will not remain in this storm indefinitely. The tears will dry, the wounds will heal, and the light will shine upon you again. You may not see it now. You may not understand it yet. But as time passes, you will look back and realize that I orchestrated everything perfectly. I have transformed you, strengthened the parts of you that needed fortifying, and purified what no longer serves your journey. And most importantly, I have prepared you to receive something greater, a blessing more complete. Do not be afraid when you see everything around you changing. Do not let what you have lost make you forget what I am giving you. Let your heart be open to the new. Be ready to embrace what you never dared to hope for. Know that I always have good things for you, and that I have never left you lacking in anything you truly need. Remember, I am the Lord who never does things halfway. When I begin a work, I will also bring it to completion. When I set you on a journey, I will lead you to the destination. When I place a dream in your heart, I will also provide the means for you to fulfill it. My beloved child, do not let your mind be consumed by the fleeting things of this world. Do not allow the voices around you to make you waver, to doubt, or to lose your way. There are too many opinions, too many thoughts, and too many expectations from others that can cause you to lose direction. But you must not let these things define you, nor let them dictate the path I have set before you. Keep your heart steadfast in my presence. Let not your thoughts be swayed by rumors, comparisons, or useless worries about what others think. The world may change from day to day, but I do not change. Your worth in my eyes is not shaken by human perception. You do not need to chase after anyone, nor do you need to prove yourself to any gaze but mine. When you set your focus on me, you will no longer be controlled by external circumstances. When you pause and listen to me, instead of allowing the noise around you to drown out my voice, you will hear me guiding you step by step. When you seek me, you will not feel lost or uncertain, for I am always ready to lead you. I have not called you to walk blindly. I have not left you to stumble alone in the dark. Each day, I am opening the way, arranging everything, placing signs along your path. But you will only see them when your soul is still, when you release your worries and fix your gaze on me. Let me be the lamp that lights your way. When you feel uncertain about your direction, come to me. When you do not know which choice to make, allow me to grant you wisdom and clarity. Do not let fear paralyze you, nor let the words of others cause you to doubt yourself. If you rely on me, you will never be lost. You may not see the full picture, but I do. You may not understand everything that is happening, but I know all things. And I want you to trust in me rather than striving to figure everything out on your own. You do not need to struggle to find the answers, for I am the answer. You do not need to bear everything alone, for I am your strength. Learn to let go of what does not belong to you, and take hold of what I am placing before you. Release negative thoughts, unnecessary burdens, and fears about what has yet to come. Instead, open your heart to receive the peace, wisdom, and guidance I am giving you. My beloved child, there are many paths before you, but only one leads to true life, joy, and peace, and that is the path I am showing you. It may not be the easiest path, but it is the best one. It may not be the path recognized by the world, but it is the path that carries my blessing. As you walk on the righteous path I have set before you, you will see that what once seemed confusing will become clear. The things you once worried about will prove to be meaningless. The fears that once held you back will lose their power over you. For when I am the one leading you, you will never lose your way. Do not think that you must have all the answers before you take a step forward. Sometimes I do not reveal the whole picture at once because I want you to learn to walk in faith. I want you to know that you do not need to understand everything in order to stand firm. You only need to know one thing. I am going before you, preparing the way for you, protecting you, and leading you to where you need to be. Let me teach you. Open your heart to receive my guidance. Do not stubbornly cling to your own plans, for my plans are always better, always complete. Let me shape you. Let me fill you with wisdom that no one can take away. You do not need to worry about the changes that are coming. They are not meant to bring fear, but to lead you into a new season of grace. Let me take your hand and walk with you through every step of the journey. Do not be afraid. Do not doubt. And do not search restlessly for what only I can give you. Keep your mind fixed on me, because when you do, you will find that everything else fades into insignificance. Worries will diminish, insecurities will vanish, and the things you once feared will lose their power over you. Instead, you will walk in trust, in peace, with the certainty that I am with you. I am calling you to be a light in the days ahead, a beacon in the darkness, a source of hope for lost souls. I want you to walk not only with unwavering faith, but also with a heart full of love for this world. Do you know that even in your weakest moments, you can bring strength to others? Even when you are facing challenges, you can still be an encouragement to those who are weary. Do not wait for your life to be perfect before you start sharing my love. Do not think you need to have all the answers before you can help someone. I am not calling you to perfection. I am calling you to sincerity. I do not expect you to never stumble, but I want you to rise again and move forward with even greater faith. When the world around you is in turmoil, when people are drowning in fear and doubt, I want you to be the one who brings peace. When someone feels hopeless, I want you to remind them that there is still light. When someone feels abandoned, I want you to be the one to reach out and tell them they are not alone. You do not need your own strength to do this, for I will be your strength. When you are weary, I will renew you. When you feel inadequate, I will fill you with my power. The world will look at you and see my presence in the way you live, the way you love, and the way you trust in me. I do not want you to be merely a hearer of my words, but a doer of them. When you forgive someone who does not deserve it, you reflect my mercy. When you are patient with those who are difficult, you show my grace. When you help others, even when you yourself are in need, you reveal my love. Do not let your struggles keep you from loving others. What you are going through is not a reason to withdraw, but an opportunity to understand the pain of others, to comfort, to empathize, to bring hope. I am using your very trials to make you a person with a greater heart, a stronger soul, a warrior of light. My beloved child, be a bearer of hope by listening to the hearts in need of understanding. Sometimes you do not need to say much, nor do you need to solve every problem. Just being present in silence and listening with all your heart is enough. A hug, a word of encouragement, a small act of kindness. Each of these can bring healing in ways you may not even realize. Extend your hands to help. Do not wait for a grand opportunity. Start with the small things each day, a timely word of encouragement, an unexpected act of kindness, a sincere concern. These may become miracles for someone in ways you cannot foresee. When you live with kindness, you bear witness to my goodness. When you give without expecting anything in return, you reflect my heart. I want you to walk not only in faith but also in peace. Do not let the storms of life sweep you away. Do not allow the negativity of this world to steal the stillness within you. When you fully trust in me, when you surrender your heart entirely to me, you will walk in a freedom that nothing can shake. The peace I give is unlike the peace the world strives to attain. It is not dependent on circumstances, nor is it altered by the changes around you. It flows from the assurance that I am the one holding you. When you live with faith and peace, the world will look at you and see that you are different. They will wonder why you still hold on to hope when everything seems to fall apart. They will want to know why you can still love despite having been hurt. They will recognize that there is something in you that sets you apart, and that is my presence within you. You do not need to proclaim loudly that you belong to me, for your life will speak for itself. When you walk with the confidence that you are loved, when you live with unselfish kindness, when you extend grace without expecting anything in return, you are declaring to the world that I am good. Let your life be a beacon, a light that cannot be hidden. Let others look at you and see that, despite the trials you have faced, despite the pain you have endured, you still stand firm. Not because you are strong, but because you have chosen to place your life in my hands. Not because you have all the answers, but because you know that I am the one guiding you. Step forward and live with love, with faith, and with gratitude. Display the goodness that I have placed within you. Let each day of your life be a testimony of my power, so that those who see you will know that I am the one at work in you. So, my beloved, go and be the light. Love, even when the world is cold. Help, even when you expect nothing in return. Forgive, even when you have every reason to be angry. Trust in me, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. And as you do these things, you will find that you are not only changing the lives of others, you yourself will be transformed. Let my light shine through you. Let the world see what it means for a person to trust in me, to rely on my strength, and to walk in my peace. For you are not only a recipient of blessings, you are also a bearer of blessings to those around you. Today, I declare that this is a day filled with miracles, a day when the gates of heaven are wide open, a day when your heart will witness the movement of my power in ways you have never imagined. My words are not merely spoken utterances, not just lifeless letters drifting through your mind. They are life, breath, and the very strength that upholds your faith each day. They are not distant promises, but the firm foundation upon which you walk, the seeds that have been planted in your heart, ready to bear fruit at the appointed time I have ordained. My Spirit is not a vague, distant presence, but the one who is always with you, guiding you through every turn in life, sustaining you when you feel weak, and illuminating your path when you do not know which way to go. He does not rush you forward, nor does he abandon you when you falter, but he gently leads, constantly reminds, and always makes a way. There may be times when you feel lost, uncertain of the path ahead, but know this: You are not alone. Let your heart be still. Let your soul be open, and you will sense my presence more clearly than ever before. You do not need to search for miracles on your own, for miracles have already been sown within you. My promises are not confined to the pages of a book. They have been engraved deep into your heart and have become an inseparable part of your soul. They do not lie dormant, waiting idly, but are ready to rise, ready to ignite when you need them. Remember, when you are weak, my word will be the strength that lifts you up. When you doubt, my word will be the light that illuminates your path. When you feel surrounded by the voices of the world, my word will be the truth that keeps you standing firm. The gates of my grace are never closed to you. No power can shake the mercy I have for you. No mistake can drive me away from you. No circumstance can prevent you from drawing near to me. You do not need to fear that you have wandered too far, that you are no longer worthy to step into my presence. The door is always open. You need only to enter with trust. Come near to me, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with the confidence of a beloved child. You are not a stranger, not a passerby, but the one I have loved from eternity past. Come to me as a child runs into the arms of their father, with absolute trust that you are always welcome, that you do not need to prove anything to be worthy of my love. You do not need to be anxious. You do not need to doubt. You do not need to worry about what has been or what is to come. Lay down the burdens on your shoulders, and let me embrace you in the perfect peace that only I can give. Let your heart expand. Let your faith rise beyond the limits of what you can see. For today I am doing a new thing. Today I am moving in the midst of what seems impossible. Today I am drawing you into a deeper realm of understanding, of revelation, of an unbreakable connection between you and me. Walk through this day not with hesitation, but with joy, with expectation, with the confidence that I am making a way for you. Look around you, listen, perceive. Miracles are not only found in great wonders, but also in the small things I am doing in your life every single day. Open your heart, let my spirit lead you, let your faith burn brighter than ever before, for I am the one who never changes, and I am here, right now, doing far beyond what you could ask or imagine. Trust in my timing, for it is never wrong. When you look at your circumstances, you may wonder, why hasn't anything changed? Why am I still waiting? When will what I long for finally come? But I tell you, my timing is perfect. Not a single moment comes too early or too late. Everything I do is at the right time, and when I move, no force can delay or hinder what I have ordained. So do not hold on to fear or the worries that weigh on your heart. Do not let the unknown wear you down. Do not let unanswered questions cause you to falter. Bring all your anxieties before me. Let me take them from you, and in their place, I will give you something far greater, a steadfast hope, a peace that no one can take away, and a joy that transcends circumstances. Look and see what I am doing. Pay attention to the seemingly small things that I am working in your life. Sometimes miracles do not arrive in a single grand moment, but are woven together bit by bit. In each step you take, in each breath you live, every day that you walk in faith, you are not only drawing closer to the promises I have set before you, but you are also being transformed, becoming more complete, stronger, deeper, and closer to me. The path I am leading you on is not an empty road, not a lonely journey, but a journey of discovery. With every step, you will see new things, things you have never noticed before, depths of my love you have never felt, ways in which I am working that you have never imagined. You are not merely waiting for something to happen. You are living in a season of preparation, of refining, of growth. Let me do the work I am doing within you. Do not rush. Do not force yourself to understand everything at once. I know you. I understand what you need. I see what is happening in your heart, even the things you yourself do not fully recognize. I am the one who heals you. I am the one who comes to soothe the deepest wounds of your soul. The scars you have tried to hide, the pain you have buried deep within, the wounds you thought you would carry forever, I see them all. And I do not only see, but I come to you with hands full of healing. Let me touch the hidden places within you, places you have never let anyone enter. Let me heal not only the surface wounds, but the deep pains of your soul, the memories that have not yet faded, the unspoken hurts, the dreams you thought had died. I do not come only to comfort you for a moment. I come to renew you completely, to bring resurrection, to make you stronger than ever before. What you thought was lost, I can restore. What you believed was ruined, I can make new. What you deemed unchangeable, I can transform. For I am the one who not only heals wounds, but makes all things new. I do not only soothe your pain, I turn it into a testimony, a story of victory, a source of hope for you and for those around you. So, let me do my work. Let me remove the burdens you have carried for too long. Let me erase the fears you have unknowingly held on to. Let me fill your heart with an unshakable faith that you are not abandoned, that you are not forgotten, that you are loved beyond what you can imagine. You do not need to find the way on your own. You do not need to struggle alone to overcome. I am here. I am working. And when you trust in me, when you allow me to lead, when you open your heart to receive the healing that I give, you will see that everything I do is good. My child, today I place upon you the priceless gift of forgiveness, a forgiveness that not only erases every trace of your mistakes, but also cleanses you from the depths of your soul. The chains of the past, the shackles you once thought would forever imprison you in regret and guilt, have now been broken. They no longer have power over you. You are no longer a prisoner of your past mistakes, no longer bound to bow before the shadows that once surrounded you. Let your soul feel the lightness of grace, and let your heart find the peace it truly deserves. But, my dear child, I know that there are times when your mind is still pulled back to what has been lost, to the things you cannot change. Do not let such thoughts hold you captive in the cycle of suffering. The past cannot be rewritten, but the present and the future are in your hands. If there is something you need to mend, then do so with all sincerity. If there is something that can be reconciled, then seek peace with humility and love. But if you have done all you can and still cannot change another person's heart, then let it go. You are not responsible for carrying the burdens of others, nor are you meant to live in endless waiting for forgiveness from hearts unwilling to open. That is not your burden to bear. You have been cleansed, you have been set free. Your sins are no longer chains that bind you, so do not let anyone, not even yourself, hold you back in darkness. Step forward, my beloved, into the light of the forgiveness I have given you. Do not look back as if you still owe something to the past. No, you owe nothing anymore. Do not let your heart be weighed down by what no longer belongs to you. I have not only forgiven you, but I have also given you the opportunity to renew yourself. Your soul has been purified, your heart has been healed. Now, what you must do is live a life that reflects the light of the grace you have received. Use the forgiveness given to you to forgive yourself, and if possible, extend that forgiveness to those around you. But my child, do not mistake forgiveness for imprisoning yourself in relationships that no longer carry life. If someone cannot let go of the past, if they choose to cling to resentment rather than embrace peace, that is their journey, not yours. You are not obligated to soften every heart, nor do you need to prove yourself worthy of love or forgiveness from anyone but me. Let those who cannot forgive remain with their past. Let them walk the path they have chosen. But as for you, move forward, carrying no regrets, unbound by what has passed. Walk ahead with an open heart, receiving the light of grace and the love I have prepared for you. Let each day of your life be a testimony to the freedom you have found, to the joy of a soul no longer weighed down by invisible chains. You do not need to fight to hold on to my love, for I have loved you before you even knew yourself. You do not need to prove your worth, for I saw your worth from the moment you were formed. You do not need to fear being abandoned, for I will never leave you. What belongs to me, no one can take away. So, my child, lift your head high, walk as one who has been set free. Let your freedom be a light to those still wandering in darkness. Let the forgiveness you have received become the seed of peace in your heart and in the lives of those you encounter. The past no longer has power over you. The old wounds no longer define who you are. You are not your past mistakes, nor are you the condemnations that others have placed upon you. You are redeemed. You are loved. You are called into the light. So live as one who belongs to the light. Do not turn back to the darkness just because you fear walking alone. You are not alone. I am here, and I will always be here. My beloved child, today I open before you a new chapter, a journey no longer overshadowed by old wounds or the darkness of days gone by. Let your heart lay down the burdens it has carried for too long, and let your soul learn to soar in the freedom I have prepared for you since the beginning. This is not some distant promise or an unattainable condition. This is the gift I have placed in your hands. Complete liberation, limitless forgiveness. Receive it with all your faith, for from this moment on, nothing can keep you bound in the chains of the past. You have carried deep wounds in your heart, memories that made you question whether you were worthy of love and peace. There were times when you tried to move forward, yet the voices within kept reminding you of your mistakes, your imperfections, the things you have lost. But listen to my words, my child. I do not see you through the lens of your failures. I do not count the times you have stumbled. I do not record the moments of your weakness. I see only a beloved soul whom I will never abandon, a precious one whom I have redeemed with my everlasting love. You no longer need to bind yourself to days filled with regret. When you choose to let go of the past, you will experience a profound peace. A peace that does not come from this world, but from my very presence. This is a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that nothing can take away from you. It will be the armor that shields your heart from the accusations of the world, from the turmoil within, from the worries over what you cannot change. Let your heart rest in this peace. Let me lead you to a place where fear no longer lingers, where there is no more sorrow, only my comfort, my guidance, and my perfect protection. You do not have to struggle to find your way in the darkness. I am here to guide you, to take your hand and walk with you through paths you have never known, to set before you a road bathed in light, a life where grace and truth walk with you. You do not have to journey alone or worry about the steps ahead. I will be the light that directs your path, the refuge where you can rest, the strength when you feel weak. Let me lead you, so you will no longer be lost at the crossroads of life. But my child, remember this. The freedom I give you is not merely about walking unchained. It is about building a new life on a firm foundation. Let my love be the cornerstone of each day you live, so that you no longer rely on the fleeting things of this world, but hold fast to the true worth of your soul. Do not fear that you will go astray, for when you center your life on my love and grace, you will always be exactly where you need to be. Let every decision, every step, every word, and every action be rooted in this love. When you do this, you will see that nothing is in vain. No moment is wasted. Everything will become a part of the masterpiece I am painting for your life. There are things in your past that you once thought would forever be wounds, failures, things you wished you could erase. But, my child, do you not know that I can turn even what seemed the worst into something beautiful? I do not allow anything to happen in your life without purpose. The tears you have shed, the times you have fallen, the nights you have spent alone in the torment of your heart, all of it was not in vain. I will use them to bring forth something good, to refine you, to shape you into a stronger, more mature, and more radiant version of yourself. Let me turn your losses into restoration, your wounds into marks of victory, and the things you once felt ashamed of into testimonies of redemption. I do not see you through the lens of your failures. I see you through my love, through the plans I have ordained for you even before you were born. So do not look back at your past with regret. Do not question why things happened the way they did. Trust that even the darkest moments can become a part of the marvelous plan I have for you. You do not need to worry about what lies ahead. When you walk in my guidance, you will never be alone. Whether you pass through the darkest valleys or ascend to the heights of glory, I will be with you, whispering to you, reminding you that you do not have to carry the weight of life on your own. Keep walking, keep trusting, and let your heart be immersed in my love and grace. This new chapter is not a story you are writing alone. It is a story that I am writing with you. A story of healing, of hope, of things once broken, now restored more gloriously than ever before. You have been given a new beginning, a blank page unstained by the past. So, my beloved, live as one who has been set free. Let each day of your life be a testimony to my unwavering love. Look ahead with bright eyes and an open heart. Believe that you are no longer bound by what once was. What once threatened you, caused you pain, and brought you to your knees, those things are now behind you. You are a new creation, covered in grace, walking in perfect freedom, and you have nothing to fear. My beloved, as you step forward on this new path, in the fullness of the freedom I have given you, you will begin to see the world around you change as well. The things that once caused you deep sorrow, the fractures that once separated you from those you love, will now be miraculously restored. Relationships you once thought beyond repair, friendships that were wounded by misunderstanding, will find a way back. As your soul is healed, you will see that healing extend to everything you touch and everyone you encounter. Where there was once conflict, there will now be reconciliation. The sharp words and bitter arguments that once cut so deeply will no longer have power over you. Instead of being led by anger and pain, you will find your heart growing in patience, in understanding, in seeking connection rather than victory. My love in you will help you no longer see others through the lens of past wounds or personal expectations, but instead, you will learn to love with compassion and grace. Conflict will no longer be something you fight to win, but an opportunity to practice love and forgiveness. Where misunderstanding once reigned, where hasty words once wounded hearts, patience and understanding will now flourish. Your heart will no longer be driven by the need to protect your ego or prove yourself right, but instead you will find joy in listening, in truly understanding the hearts of others. You will learn to put yourself in their place, to see the pain and wounds that you may have overlooked before. And as you begin to love from a place of understanding, you will notice a difference in how others treat you. When you sow patience, you will reap peace. When you sow compassion, you will receive deeper, more genuine relationships, no longer veiled by walls of distrust. My child, your words hold more power than you realize. In the past, your words may have unintentionally hurt others, becoming weapons in arguments, pushing people away instead of drawing them near. But now, as you walk in my light, your words will no longer be sharp blades that wound hearts, but instruments of building, of healing, of restoration. A word spoken in love can transform a heart. A single phrase of encouragement can lift up a weary soul. A sincere word of forgiveness can bridge the gap that once stood between you and another. Do not underestimate the power of your words. They are not mere sounds that fade away, but forces that can transform reality, that can change someone's life. Use your words to bring life, peace, and my love to those around you. The transformation you're experiencing is not just a gift for you alone, but for all who enter your life. When you change, the world around you will change as well. When you choose love over hatred, when you choose understanding over judgment, when you choose patience over anger, you will see that those around you are influenced by the light you carry. You do not have to strive to change them. Your inner transformation will be the strongest testimony. When they see the peace within you, they will long for it. When they feel the love in you, they will want to know its source. And through you, they will see me. My child, let my love and peace radiate through every word you speak, every action you take. Let your presence bring healing to those who are hurting. Let your heart be a refuge for those who are weary. Let your light shine into the darkest places, so that anyone who meets you will know that they are not forgotten, not abandoned, that there is a love that never changes, a love that is always waiting to welcome them home. Your journey is not just a personal one. It is a journey of influence. You have been set free not just to enjoy freedom for yourself, but to bring that freedom to others. Do not keep to yourself what you have received. Do not hesitate to share what I have done in your life. Do not fear that you are not yet perfect enough to be a light to others, for it is the very wounds you have carried, the struggles you have overcome, that will serve as the greatest testimony of my power. Let every day you live be a testimony of my love. Let every word you speak be filled with grace. Let your freedom be an invitation to those still bound by the pain of their past. Be my hands. Be my voice. Be the vessel through which I touch the hearts that long for healing. And as you do this, you will see not only the world around you change, but you will find yourself becoming whole, becoming stronger, and drawing closer to me than ever before. You are no longer the person you used to be. You are no longer controlled by negative emotions or the wounds of the past. Now you carry within you a new life, a new mission, a new purpose. Live in a way that honors this. Walk forward with faith and certainty, knowing that I am always with you. and let your heart, your words, and your life be the clearest testimony of my unchanging love. My beloved child, be assured that you are never alone, never abandoned in the midst of life's storms. Around you, a host of angels stands firm, ready to protect you in every moment. They do not leave your side for even a second, never distracted or delayed. They are the faithful warriors I have sent to watch over you, to ensure that you remain safe in the peace I have promised. You may not see them with your physical eyes, but their presence is stronger than any fortress on this earth. My angels stand guard at the doors of your home, allowing no evil to pass through. They are a divine wall of fire, a protective barrier against forces that seek to disturb your life. Even as you sleep, they remain vigilant, watching through the depths of the night. No darkness can infiltrate. No enemy can break through the hedge I have built around you. I have commanded them to guard you so that no harm may touch you, no danger may shake you. On days when you feel unsettled, in moments when it seems as if an unseen force is trying to disrupt the peace within you, remember that you are not fighting alone. I have placed mighty angels around you, not only to protect your body, but also to shield your soul from the invisible arrows of fear, doubt, and anxiety. They will not let you stumble, nor will they allow you to lose your way in the darkness. So live, walk forward, love, and do good, because you are protected beneath my wings. Your home is not just a physical dwelling. It is a sacred space where my presence abides. Every corner of your house is under my divine care. When you pray, when you lift up your heartfelt desires to me, your words do not vanish into the air. They reach my glorious throne, and I send my angels to act according to my will in your life. They do not merely stand guard, they fight for you, pushing back forces that seek to sow division and chaos within your family. There will be days when you sense something unseen trying to shake the peace within your home. Perhaps it comes in the form of unintentional misunderstandings, words that wound, or negative thoughts that creep in and weigh your heart down. But remember this: nothing can separate you from my protection. When you feel a disturbance, pray, call upon me, and trust that my Spirit is working powerfully to safeguard your household. He is the invisible shield, the barrier that blocks anything that seeks to unsettle your home. My Spirit is not only your protector, but also your guide. When you face challenges, when you stand at the crossroads of difficult decisions, He will whisper to you, leading you along the right path. He will place wise thoughts within you, allowing you to see things beyond what your eyes perceive. When you listen, when you open your heart to receive His guidance, everything will become clearer. What once caused conflict will be resolved. What was broken will be restored, and love will replace anxiety. My beloved child, do not be afraid of the future. Do not worry about things beyond your control. I am watching over you, I am protecting your family, and I am covering everything that belongs to you with my everlasting love. No matter what is happening in the world, no matter how the storms may rage, trust that you are in my hands, and in these hands, nothing can harm you. Live each day in peace. Let your heart be filled with the peace I have given you, a peace that is not shaken by circumstances, a peace that is not swayed by what your eyes see. For I am your stronghold, your safe shelter, your refuge in every situation. Always remember that I see everything happening in your home. Not a single tear falls from your eyes without my knowing, and not a single prayer of yours goes unheard. Every concern you carry, I understand. Everything you try to hold together, I have already secured before you even realize the need for it. So let your heart rest in the perfect peace I have prepared for you. Though the world may change, Though trials may come, never doubt my protection. My angels are still guarding you. My spirit is still moving in your home. My eyes are still watching over you every moment. And my love remains an unshakable fortress, one that will never leave you. My beloved child, today, as you hear my words, I invite you to pause, to kneel in the stillness of your heart, and to turn your soul toward me in prayer. Whether you speak aloud or whisper in the depths of your heart, I am listening. Take a moment to look back and recognize the countless blessings I have poured into your life. You have received far more than you realize, and even the smallest things you may take for granted are precious gifts from my everlasting love. You may not fully perceive all that I am doing in your life, but my child, trust that with every breath you take, with every morning you awaken to the radiant dawn, with every step you walk upon this earth, each one is a miracle. You are not forgotten. I see you, I know you, and I rejoice when you recognize my love for you. I do not seek elaborate rituals or eloquent words. I only long to hear your voice, to feel your heart when you turn to me with sincere gratitude. That is the most beautiful prayer, the sweetest fragrance rising before me. And my child, as you pray, as you give thanks, I will open new doors before you, doors you never imagined you could walk through. You do not need to struggle to find your way, for I am the one who leads. I will not only bless you with material provisions, but will also fill you with the priceless gifts of peace, wisdom, and love when you place your trust in me, when you choose to walk in obedience. I will lead you to a place where you can flourish, where your life will be covered in abundance and prosperity, free from the burdens of anxiety. I do not want you to merely survive in lack or to live each day in worry about tomorrow. No, that is not the life I have for my child. I desire for you to thrive in every area of life, not just financially, but in your soul, in your relationships, in your health, and in your spirit. I do not want you to barely get by, but to live abundantly, overflowing, unrestrained by anything. I want you to walk in true freedom. Freedom from the burden of debt, from lack, from the worries that drain your strength. Do you know, my child? The prosperity I have prepared for you is not a burden, but a blessing that carries peace. You will not have to chase after wealth aimlessly, for I myself will bring it to you in ways beyond your imagination. I do not want you to live dependent on anyone or be weighed down by financial burdens pressing upon your shoulders. You will not have to be anxious about how to sustain your life, for I will provide abundantly, not only for yourself, but so that you may also become a source of blessing to those around you. You will be a channel of abundance, where blessings flow freely, unhindered by worry or the fear of lack. Imagine a table that is always full, not just with food upon it, but with an atmosphere of peace and love that embraces your family. Picture a life where you no longer toss and turn at night, worrying about tomorrow, no longer struggling to find a way through hardships, because you know without a doubt that I am your provider, the unending source of all you need. Let this truth be deeply engraved in your soul, so that each day when you wake up, your heart is steadfast in the certainty that I have already arranged everything for you, that I have opened doors no one can shut, that you are never abandoned or forgotten on this journey. But my child, remember that the prosperity I give you is not merely material. I desire for your spirit to grow strong, so that you will not only have outward abundance, but also a steadfast soul filled with faith and peace. Let your heart remain close to me, so that you are not swept away by the temptations of this world. Do not place your joy in things that fade, but in me, the one who never changes, who never runs dry. When you seek me first, everything else will naturally follow. This is not just a distant promise. It is the truth, the destiny I have ordained for you. My will is not for you to struggle in lack, but to live a life of meaning, a life where you can look back and see that every step was guided by me. Believe that I am working right now, at this very moment as you read these words. I am preparing good things for you, opening paths you have never thought of before. The prosperity I have set aside for you is not something you must wrestle for, but a gift I have already prepared, waiting for you to step into and receive. So, my child, walk in faith. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let human limitations keep you from believing in greater things. Pray with a heart full of gratitude, trust with unwavering faith, and step forward with expectation that goodness is coming your way. And as you do, you will see doors open before you. You will witness miracles unfold in your life. Now, come before me and lift this prayer with a heart full of thanksgiving. Dear Lord, I surrender my heart to you. You have forewarned me about the changes that are coming, about the people who will leave my life in the days ahead. Prepare my heart to embrace these changes, not with fear, but with unwavering trust in you. Help me to be ready, so that I will not be shaken but be upheld by your peace. Lord, I know that the days ahead may be filled with trials and sorrow. Please grant me the strength to face loss without breaking. When I feel weak, uphold me. When I feel alone, remind me that you are still with me. May I not be afraid but walk in the shelter and guidance of your presence. Lord, as I face changes, fill my heart with the peace that the world cannot give. Help me not to be anxious or troubled, but to keep my heart at rest in your care. Cover me with the comfort of your Holy Spirit, so that, no matter what happens, I may know that I am safe in your embrace. Lord, there are things I do not understand, losses I do not want to face, but you know all things, and you never make a mistake. Help me to trust you fully, even when I cannot see the path ahead. Remind me that everything you do is good and has a purpose. Lord, when those I love depart, please, heal the empty spaces they leave behind. Do not let my heart be consumed by grief, but let me find restoration in you. You have promised to wipe away my tears. Please fulfill that promise in my life. Lord, I pray for those whom you have already foretold will leave my life. May you protect, guide, and bless them on their journey. Help me not to hold on to them selfishly, but to release them with complete surrender to your plan. Lord, you have promised that I will never walk alone, that in every season you have prepared companions to uplift me, encourage me, and help me move forward on the path you have ordained. Today I open my heart to receive those whom you will send. Grant me the wisdom to recognize them, to understand that they are not here by chance, but are part of your divine plan for me. Teach me how to open my heart, to love, and to cherish the relationships you have arranged, so that I do not unknowingly overlook those you have placed in my life for crucial seasons. Lord, I also ask you to guard my heart against fear and insecurity. When change comes, when the familiar things I once relied on fade away, remind me that you are still in control. Do not let me be overwhelmed by unnecessary worries or negative thoughts that lead me astray. Help me to trust that no matter how circumstances shift, you remain sovereign over all. When I feel unsteady, when I am lost in the currents of life, Draw me close to you. Hold me in the steadfast embrace of your arm. Be my fortress, my refuge, my place of peace when I need rest amid life's storms. Lord, in the days ahead there will be moments when I do not know what to do or which path to take. Grant me the clarity to understand your plans. When I stand before significant decisions, show me the way I should go. When I am confused by choices, place your divine wisdom within my heart so that I do not follow my own desires but submit and walk in your light. Make clear to me what I should hold on to and what I should release. If I stray, bring me back to your path, for I do not want to walk alone or try to handle everything without you by my side. Lord, please help me not to be trapped in fear of the future. Sometimes the unknown makes me anxious, changes make me hesitant, and things beyond my control unsettle me. But I do not want to live in fear. I do not want worries to dictate my life. Instead, teach me to live fully in each moment. Help me learn to love now, to show care now, to cherish what I have now, so that I do not regret missing the most important things. Teach me to place my full trust in you, so that no matter what the future holds, I may always know that I am under your perfect care. Lord, strengthen my faith in this time of trial. When things do not unfold as I expect, when my questions remain unanswered, when I cannot yet see the purpose behind everything, please do not let my heart be troubled. Do not let me doubt your love, just because I do not yet understand what is happening. Instead, grant me a faith that is stronger, deeper, and more steadfast. A faith that clings to your promises, even in the darkness. A faith that remains unshaken, even when the storms arise. Lord, make me a person who walks in trust. Do not let me seek you only when I need help, but let me love you for who you are, trust you for who you are. Do not let me live by fleeting emotions, but help me cling to your eternal truth. No matter what happens, no matter whom I may lose, no matter what seasons of life I step into, help me always remember that you are the one who never changes, the one who never leaves me. Lord, I do not want to resist your will, but I long to surrender with my whole heart. So often I want to control everything, to hold on to what is familiar. But I realize that your power and wisdom far surpass my understanding. Help me learn to let go of what I cannot change, so that I no longer cling to what is not meant for me. Teach me to accept what you have ordained, not with reluctance or fear, but with deep peace. For I know that everything from your hand is good. Lord, come near to me in the days when I am weary, in the moments when my heart is heavy with burdens, when I feel lonely, when I find no one to lean on. Let me recognize that you are my refuge. Wrap your arms around me, that I may find rest in your presence. Soothe the hidden wounds in my heart. Wipe away the tears that only you understand. You are my comforter in times of trial, the one who lifts me up when I feel like I am about to fall. Help me always recognize your presence in every breath I take, so that I may never feel lost or alone. Lord, I do not know what tomorrow holds, but I trust that my future is in your hands. Life may change, circumstances may not unfold as I expect, but you remain ever faithful and unchanging. Please help me not to fear what lies ahead, but to walk forward with confidence, knowing that you have gone before me, preparing the way and arranging the best for my life. When I cannot see the path forward, grant me the faith to keep moving. When I face uncertainty, remind me that you are the one who holds every moment of my life. Lord, do not let trials draw me away from you. Though storms may come and I may stumble, keep my heart always turned toward you, Let my deepest desire be to seek you above all else, for only in you do I find true life, peace, and joy. Help me to walk in your light, so that wherever I go and whatever I do, I may be guided by your wisdom and love. I know that there will be moments when I am weak, moments when I lose my way. But you will always hold my hand and never abandon me. Teach me to trust, to surrender, and to love you with all my heart. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. If you love the Lord, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any meaningful and life-giving messages from Him. Together, we will grow in faith and live a life fulfilled in His love. Amen.